Welcome back. Here's Austin Reaves with Mike Trudell.
Austin, what did you think was the ultimate difference in the game?
Third quarter. I don't know.
The kind of end of the third quarter run?
22-36 in the third quarter without Shea on the floor. I think that was the game.
JJ talked about maybe trying to get back to the points of emphasis against Houston and not just the turnovers, but in the rebounding. You felt like some of those offensive rebounds, even though there weren't a ton, were impactful. Did you see that on the floor as well?
Yeah, I mean, we had 20 turnovers for 28 points. 26, 21 turnovers for 20 turnovers for 28 points. It's hard to win games like that.
We don't see you that visibly frustrated with officials that often. You had two pretty extended interactions today. What had you so frustrated?
I felt like I was respectful to all of them all night. I mean, there's a million times in the past I've said way worse stuff. And when we were doing the whole tip ball, when they were switching spots, I wanted to get on the other side because they had a guy on the other side who was just trying to keep an advantage. And he turned around and just yelled in my face. I just thought it was disrespectful. The whole time that was going on over there, I don't think he said much to them. I think stepped in and said something. But at the end of the day, we're grown men, and I just didn't feel like he needed to yell in my face like that. I told him that. I wasn't disrespectful. I told him if I did that to him first, I would have got a tech. I feel like the only reason I didn't get a tech is because I knew he was in the wrong. So, I felt disrespected.
JJ talked before the series just about the amount of physicality they play with, the whistle that they get. How have you guys handled their physicality through two games? What do you think you can do better?
Yeah, it just starts with turnovers. I think you're not going to be perfect. You're going to have turnovers. Just trying to eliminate the live ball turnovers where they get easy, fast break layups or threes or dunks. Try to limit those, and they're going to grab and hold. I think they're top 5 in basically all defensive stats and 23rd or 24th in fouls called on them per game. So they do a really, really good job of not fouling. And they get a lot of deflections, steals, stuff like that. So you just got to clean that up.
How did your legs feel today?
Last question.
Great.
Were there any areas of the court that you were looked to on film or looked to get to that just allowed you to kind of get your rhythm? And where did you feel like that built throughout the night?
Nah, I just played basketball.
All right, let's talk a little Austin Reaves. He was explaining what he was talking to those referees about. Thought it was disrespectful. Let's talk about his bounce-back game. 31 points, 10 to 16, much more efficient. 3 for 6 from 3, got to the free throw line 10 times. I mean, that's what you want from Austin. The 5 turnovers, of course. He talked about the team as a whole turning the ball over too much. But that's a huge difference, James, between games 1 and 2. What'd you see?
Yeah, I get it. I'm not surprised, but I'm that he's just now getting his groove back. Remember, he was out for a while. And, he came back as Fish stated against the tough Houston Rockets. It's going to be tough to kind of just jump back into it. But he gradually has been able to find his rhythm and his game again. So I look for him to come back in game 3. He's a little pissed off right now. And I look for him to really, play the kind of ball that we're accustomed to offensively. Obviously, the Lakers have a lot to answer for as far as turning the ball over and defense. But I think Austin is able to find his game and his aggressiveness. And I don't know if he got to the line as much as we'd like to see him. But, yeah, I think he's definitely, on his way to getting back to what we're accustomed to seeing him doing.
And one of the adjustments that the Lakers made in order to try to accelerate Austin getting his rhythm back was a lot more touch action tonight, meaning instead of Austin trying to create pick and rolls off the dribble by himself, there were a lot of situations where he passed the ball to a teammate and then he followed it, chased it, got it back off of a touch pass, and that got him going like downhill momentum, force towards the paint.
A little bit of space.
A little bit more space, but also the defender can't be as physical when you don't have the basketball because you have those freedom of movement rules. So if I pass it to you real quick and then I chase it and get it back, the defender can't get into my space as much as if I try to dribble off of your screen. And so the Lakers ran a lot of actions tonight where he gave the ball up, he moved, he set a screen, and then he chased and got the ball back. And that really helped him to get 2 feet into the paint more often.
All right, guys, the Thunder had 6 players in double figures, including 22 from the
OKC.
It's huge, but again, we need to take care of the ball, get great looks down the floor each time when we can, and try to capitalize on those.
Your rotations have been a little different in each game, but the second group that they come in with kind of the 3 guards, they're really fast. They've had some success in both games. What have you seen from that OKC group, and where could that be? Where could adjustments come?
Yeah, I mean, we got to be ready and prepared, and those guys come in. They're a spark for them on the floor, and we know that. We know what they can do, and it's on us to try to be better, especially when Shea's out of the game. They've won those minutes, and that's on us. It's on me, and we have to be better with that. And try to.
I just think for the best three-point shooter in the league, and probably just the best shooter on the team, Rui's shooting the ball better than everybody in the world right now, but just trying to figure out a way to get more volume. But honestly, that just starts with not turning the ball over so much. I mean, 17 turnovers in game 1, 21 tonight. That's 38 times the Lakers didn't even get a field goal attempt. So if you just do that math alone, there's probably 4 or 5 more shots just in that for Luke Kennard. Another couple looks for Rui, getting DeAndre a few more attempts at the rim. So a lot of it in terms of taking care of the basketball will remedy the volume for Luke Kennard and other players.
Yeah, possession of the basketball is critical. I think JJ is trying to look for a remedy. I don't know. I didn't really see it, but a way to get him open, a back pick, put him in a different position on the perimeter, whereas when Reaves, drives or kicks, or LeBron, the defense, put him in a different place so he can drop to the level of the pass, get better shots. He moves well without the basketball, so that's something that the coaches will have to fit him. I'd like to see him get 10, 11 shots a game for me, for that type of volume shooter, for that percentage shooter would be, a threat.
You know how when you're trying to leave the house and you feel like you're in a rush?
Yes.
And you got to go back and get your keys? And then you're in a rush and you forgot your coffee mug? And
Too fast.
So when you play against the Oklahoma City defense, it's that feeling all the time, like I'm in a rush.
And they talked about in the broadcast, too, you're sped up.
Yeah, and the mistakes kind of then compound. And so just being able to slow it down, composure, poise at home, figure it out.
All right, a frustrating loss.